Hello guys, welcome back to the second episode of the Twinverse. And today we are going to be talking about my AU Edward. So, Edward in my AU is a Great North of Scotland Railway, I think it's called, V class, or London or LNER D40. I was about to say D49, but no, it's D40. So, Edward's history is that he pulled passenger trains on the Great North of Scotland Railway from his life. I think they were built in 1899. I did not do my research before this. But yeah, built in the early 1800s or late 1800s, early 1900s or late 1800s. He was used for passenger trains, and then during World War One, like I said with Thomas, Edward was also a load engine, like it was in the railway series. And Edward came to Sodor and helped out in the war. But unlike Thomas, Edward was actually getting too old for Great Northern Scotland Railway, and like Thomas, he was replaced back in his old line. So, the North Western bought him up for cheap, for only a fifth for £200. Well, about 250 or 230, I guess, but it was bought up for cheap, and it's also painted in North Western's passenger blue livery. And he didn't have any modifications, unlike Thomas, which I think I forgot to mention. He was given extra side tanks for his branch line work in Farquhar. But unlike Thomas, Edward was given no modifications besides a livery and a name. Edward was just simply named after his driver, and he was given the name for a gift. But Edward didn't get the Brendan branch until the 1960s. Where since everyone was so frantic to see the few last glimpse of steam engines, because at the time in my AU people thought the North Western engines would be scrapped as well. Well, only a few, but many people flocked to Brendan, along with Aylesbury Harbour. So Duck's branch line and Edward's branch line were fairly busy. So Edward was trialled on the Brendan branch line, and he liked it. So he was given that branch line all for himself, until Boko and the four push-pull locomotives, which I'll probably do in the near future. Maybe even this week. So, and every other story, like Thomas, every other story that Edward had in the railway series and TV series appeared in my AU. I'm not going to say every story that my Thomas characters appeared in, but just they had similar stories to the TV series and railway series. So yeah, this one was shorter than Thomas. The next one might not be Henry. It might be loaned engines or the push-pull locomotives. I really want to do the push-pull engines. And so yeah, this is about a minute shorter than Thomas. So yeah, like and subscribe guys, and I shall see you in the next one, which will be about the Brendan branch push-pull engines. Goodbye.